Hey, Pisces. Welcome to your 19 Love, Life, and Tarot Advice with me, Peaches Bay. I will be reading for 2 sets of energies for this month, so if you find that the first set does not resonate with you, then do be sure to hold on and check out the second set, because that just be your pot of gold, okay? All right, Pisces, just saying, everything ain't gonna resonate for everybody. You guys know that these are general reads. If you like style and you would like to book yourself a personal reading, check out the link in the description box. Anybody who just want a tip, there's also a link for that as well, and I do appreciate each and every one of you that do that, okay? Thank you to the new subscribers. Thank you for those of you that really show support. I am grateful for that, okay? Like, for real. I know people be saying that. Y'all hear tarot readers say, thank you. Look, I'm serious. I'm grateful. I ain't saying they not, but I'm telling you I am. All right, thank you, Pisces. Okay, so before we get into our energetic readings for you guys, I like to do something called Random Thoughts of Resonance. There'll be 3 random thoughts of resonance for your sign. Okay, just take what resonates for you. It's not going to be for everybody, but there are certain messages the spirit wants to get across besides the readings. Okay, so here we go. The first random thought of resonance is some of you guys need to do better with picking your friends. Okay, you need to be very picky coming up here in the month of December about who you allow into your space. Okay, I feel like some frenemy energy be around, but you need to start picking your friends better. Okay, you can't really blame them. You knew what kind of vibe. Pisces, you guys are very intuitive. You knew about these people from jump. Let's get an oracle card and what you need to know about that. I'm using the Wisdom of the Night Oracle. And we have choices. It's time. Okay? Pisces, it's time for you to make better choices about who you're dealing with. Better choices. Y'all have some friends that are really into some of y'all have friends that are into dark stuff, and y'all need to kind of back away from that. Or they're just in lower vibrations, and that's not where you are. Okay, the universe wants you to choose, to go with the lighter aspect of yourself. Look what side that's leaning more towards if you're looking at things. Be aware of the moon cycles as well. But yep, come on, Pisces, do better now. Do better. Y'all want to level up? You can't be still hanging around those lower vibrational energies if you want to level up. Okay? Let's get another random thought of resonance for Pisces for Team Spirit. What you got? What do you have, Spirit? All right. Some of you guys want, and this one flipped out. I was going to say, some of you guys want to go on a vacation with a partner or a love interest. And this card came in reverse individuality. The thing is about this is you're used to doing things by yourself. And I feel like you may be a little bit controlling when it comes to maybe where you guys are going. You need to loosen up a little bit. Let this person decide some stuff. Stop trying to go where y'all. Let them. They're already willing to go. So just let them choose. Sometimes you will be very surprised. This is not a time to try to exert your individuality. Say, you know what? Or whatever. Y'all know what I mean. It ain't time for that. You trying to flex your individual. Like, I'm finna show you I know the best places to go. I've traveled the world and I know the destinations that I know the best. Okay, Pisces, we know you know some stuff. They know stuff too. Okay? So let them help you with the planning of the trip and that sort of energy, and don't be trying to take over the whole thing, okay? All right. All right, let's get one more random thought of resonance for Pisces. I heard, yes, they are pregnant. Yes, they are pregnant. That's what I just heard. Let's get an oracle card on what you need to know, understand about somebody being pregnant. All right. Okay, you have, feel like you're dealing with somebody. Let's see, this is a little bit of messy energy here. Some of y'all dealing with somebody and you thought that person and maybe their spouse were going to get a divorce or they're not together. That person is pregnant. Okay? And this might be you as well, Pisces. You might not know. You might be pregnant. You think you're about to leave this relationship, but you ain't going nowhere. Not so fast. Okay? I think you're bound. And what I'm getting from this oath card is this baby have to come. I'm not saying you're not going to be able to get rid of this person, especially if it's something that's not good to you, good for you. But I feel like in certain instances, these children come when they're supposed to come, and you can't really stop that. Some of y'all have made a soul contract with, I'm going to pull one more card for this too. Some of y'all have made a soul contract with a child, the spirit or energy that, in this lifetime you were going to let them be born. And that was their mother or that was their father. And yeah, they got to come first before you can let go and release this. Let's get one more card, what you need to know about this. Okay. For some of y'all, this was some side piece type action. You didn't mean to, but look, it is what it is. Okay, do you have self-worth? Okay, don't get back down on yourself about this. With some of y'all, if this is you were dealing with somebody and that was a third party situation, that person is pregnant, look, don't attack yourself for that and don't feel bad or don't feel like you were duped out of something because I really feel like there's a higher level um, of spirituality or just synchronicities that are happening here. And you have to understand it ain't all about what we see all the time. Do not get down on yourself about this. This is not a reflection. This is not a judgment of you. If you are the one that's pregnant, that is a blessing. I don't care how that baby got here. Okay? All right. All right, Pisces. There you go. Random thoughts of resonance for Pisces. All right. Let's get to the good stuff. That is the Wisdom of the Night Oracle deck that I was using. All right, and I'm going to be using Cheryl Marchetti's Vision of Oracles, Oracle of Visions deck, and also his tarot deck, the Gateway to Tarot, and also the Starman Tarot. All right. All right, so the first set of energies for Piscean team. Let's see what's going on with Pisceans. What's up, Pisces? I have a Pisces rising. Well, let's get 4 cards for Pisces. Let's see what's the team of Pisces? 4 cards, Spirit. Ooh, Lady Luck done show her face. All right now. Okay. Pisces, some of y'all are really about to hit a new level of transformation. Okay? This is a healing touch, a healing hand, some healing energy that's come in. And by the end of the month, you are calling in somebody. You're calling in a spiritual connection, a soulmate connection. You are really, and if some of you, if this is not love, you're going to be connecting with higher sources. Okay, whether that's your ancestors, whether that's directly going to source, or you begin to channel. If you're, especially with you guys being very intuitive, if you're with that, you're definitely going into that. So do know the people that are around you are going to be very important. You be around, and this don't matter. Healers come in all shapes, forms, and sizes. Okay, so don't think it has to be a new age, love and light energy. Healers can come. Look, you can be talking to the bum. You waiting at the bus stop, and the bum come up, and they drop a jewel on you. It really heals your heart, heals your soul from something. And like I said, you're gonna really be lucky this month. Lady Luck is in the energy is there for that. So we'll see what comes up on that end with her, but she's there. And she's bringing about this transformation. So whatever you're lucky with or whatever is bestowed upon you in her is really going to send you into a new space. You're going to start aligning yourself with your people, okay? The people that are like-minded, but you're not going to like get washed away with that energy. You're still going to be an individual, all right? And you being that individual, I feel like you're gonna already kind of be with your soul tribe or vibing with people that are like-minded, but you're really gonna call in somebody that's really connected with you. That's what I'm feeling. Or some of you're gonna be so vibing with your clique. Some of y'all gonna look. Some of y'all doing some seances. Okay, I don't know who that is. Look, that's your business. But I'm just saying, you're really going to start tapping into higher levels of spirituality. Some of y'all are definitely going to be calling in your soulmate. That twin flame soulmate energy is there. Okay, so once you work through that healing phase and luck is there, and we'll see how that comes because maybe you didn't think this was going to happen, Pisces, but okay, we're about to see. Okay, let's get the Chiro deck and see. All right, so what's going on with you with the healing hands, and you're really receiving somebody touching you and really dropping something on you that really heals you and allows you to probably even move past some things. And we have the Chariot in reverse. Okay, so you were stuck at some point, and we'll see what were you stuck about. Okay, ooh, and the Devil was at the bottom of the deck. So there really was somebody who had a hold on you, and I want to point this out because look at this. This was a false energy. I feel like some of y'all probably dealt with the false twin flame. But look at this energy of this one. Now these are the same artists, just want to note that. But still, this is like you going from calling the thing that's very controlling, and if you look on there, the Fool is like, oh no, look, I can't take it. No, no, no. So there was some sort of false thing going on with the twin flame or soulmate that was just not moving along. But like I said, towards the end of the month, this is the real deal right here. This is not controlling. Okay? And look at that energy to there. They're going, okay, we're gonna move in. Let's put that back. We're gonna come to it. We're gonna get to it. But like I said, this is that healing touch is coming. Somebody's gonna really drop a jewel on you how to move forward and to release the bonds or the ties that you have with somebody that is very controlling or that was very controlling. Okay, there's a very controlling energy in your life. It's like, mm-mm. And like I said, let's see, let's get another card for that. Let's clarify that a little deeper. And what is that about with the healing coming in and you really releasing the devil? Ooh, releasing the devil. Okay, and look, the seven, so it's going to be exposed. You probably didn't understand. You didn't see it for what it was. I think I'm feeling like you knew something wasn't right with somebody or a situation, but you couldn't see clearly. Okay, they were being very sneaky and manipulative, and the one thing you did know is that you guys could never get right. This was a can't get right relationship. Like it's always something happening where y'all can't move forward. Y'all make plans, they never happen. And and like I said, this person coming out very controlling. They're trying to control everything that goes on with you. So, or this situation, this could also be a job for some of y'all. It was just too much, and you didn't understand. They were very manipulative. Somebody was dealing with shady management. Okay. Mm. All right. Let's move into Lady Luck. Let's see what is going to be the lucky. What does Spirit want you to know about this energy of Lady Luck being there? What is going on with Lady Luck being in Spirit for Pisces? Okay, and you have the faith in reverse. This is a situation where you were not believing that something was going to happen. Like you were under a big illusion as well. But this was definitely about you not believing that things were going to happen. But this is also about you looking at things from a different perspective. You felt like you were supposed to go after something a certain way. For some of you, you feel like you're supposed to go after a relationship. Like it has to be like this. It has to be the boy meet girl. We get engaged, the picket fence, the children, buy the house, all that. But now you're beginning to look at things from a different perspective, and you're going to be, and that is going to be lucky for you. Okay? That is like the universe is really giving you a gift there to be able to have a different perspective on things, because trying to go with it that way in this society, honey, you was fighting an uphill battle. I'm just saying, I'm not saying it can't happen, but in this reality, the day and age we live in, it ain't happening like that anymore. Especially if you're more conscious. Okay? You need a little more. You need somebody to have some substance behind them, some spirituality. Like I don't just want a house and a picket fence. I need you. Do you know about chakras? you know, you know about self-care, grounding your energy, meditation. Yo, you need more than that. Like, look, the house is cool. Because that's that the faith card in his deck is the Hierophant. That's that very traditional. Like, look, that you want more than that now. Like, look, that's all good. Okay, let's see what else you need to know about you being lucky, Pisces, moving into the month of December. What else is your lucky streak bringing for you, Pisces? The luck of the Pisces, what's coming to you, Pisces? You have the Two of Swords here. And this card, and the energy of that Lady Luck is definitely about you making a decision. You get to choose as well. Okay, and you need to choose to be prepared. You have to make sure you prepare for things. Let's get a card. What is this decision that is really going to be a lucky one for you? Um, okay, and you have the Ten of Wands. So there's a situation in really where you were struggling, and I feel like this is a release, or this is going to be a completion coming up for you. Like I said, over here, the energy of you not knowing what was going on, but the burden is going to be released from you. Okay, and I feel like you had strong ties. This person really had a hold on you, or that situation did. And you're about to be lucky because you're about to push through that. The universe is really about to gift you with the exit. That's what's happening. Okay? You're about to be gifted with the exit, Pisces. And as I said, as you exit and you move along, not only do you exit, you transform. Okay? As you can see, you transform into a beautiful swan. All right? Somebody try to treat you like the ugly duckling, but you know you're not. You know it. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know about your transformation taking place for the month of September. Okay, you have the Two of Wands here in reverse, and let's see why. Eight of Swords. Now you need to know this transformation is not guaranteed to you. And it's not, and I feel like that when I always see the wands and the twos, I feel like you're given choices to make. Which way do you want to go? The only thing that's gonna stop you here is the way that you think, Pisces. If you're gonna get in your head, your mental space, and start bringing all this negativity and why you can't do something, why you can't leave the devil alone, okay? Why they have such a hold on you, why you can't heal yourself, why you can't have self-care rituals and routines. That's the thing that's going to stop your transformation. But I feel like this is also saying for a lot of you, you're leaving behind that energy of victim consciousness and, that mentality. You are transforming, but this is a conscious decision that you're going to have to make. You have to consciously, say, okay, I'm not dealing with controlling energy anymore, oppressive energy. I'm not going to have friends. The people that I roll with are going to be of like mind. No, they don't have to be the same as me, but we got to be moving in the same direction, okay? I can't have people around me, one going this way, this geese going that way, that, that swan that way, everybody all over the place. No, no, no. We got to be moving together. We can move separately, but together. Okay? All right, let's get another card about your transformation, Pisces. Nine of Coins. You're going to be solid and secure in who you are. Like I said, you're going to be rolling with people, but you're still going to be an individual. Your money going to be right. Okay, it's going to be a good month for finances for you, Pisces. That's because you're going to be around great energy, abundant energy. Like I said, you moving in the same direction. For some of you, if this is work related, or even if it ain't, I just feel like in general, Pisces speaking, you and your people at work, y'all gonna be on the same accord, getting things done together, working together, finishing projects early. If you have your own business, it's like the employees are everybody doing their job. Okay, y'all making money, everybody doing their job. We working together. Teamwork make the dream work. All right. All right, let's see. Like I said, towards the end of the month, you're really going to be reaching out, or somebody's going to be reaching out to you. This is a strong spiritual connection here. Like I said, if this is not love, if you feel like this is not love, this is definitely going to be ancestral energy, or the spirit really communicating with you. But let's see what spirit wants you to know about this or understand about this. Okay, and you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Let's get another card to clarify. We'll have the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. And we have the Knight of Cups. Now, because you're going to be looking good and you're going to be doing very good for yourself, somebody's going to see that. There's going to be, and I feel like I'm going to pull another card because I feel like there's two energies here. Somebody is coming back or reaching out to you, or there's going to be an energy that is reaching out to you that is not good for you. They're coming in all overly emotional about things, not knowing which direction they want to go in, stagnant energy. Stagnant water stinks. Okay, same old emotional state that they were the last time you seen them, or they carry the same energy of somebody you've already dealt with, Pisces. You know it. Your intuition will tell you, and you will know and you will understand. This feel like a test, especially with you having these twos, being there, the wands and the swords. Okay, I feel like you really are having a lot of decisions to make. That's why I'm going to pull for a second set of energies. Be aware of this coming back around. It's going to be a test as to, have you really transformed? Universe, like, let me see. All right, so that's the first energy that's coming. Let's see. That's going to be for some of y'all too. Let's see for others what be coming, or for the same person, if you're going to get two energies that are reaching out towards you. Pisces. Seeing what else is this other spiritual connection, or someone reaching out to Pisces. That's what this is. This is that devil. That's that devil coming back because they're going to see that there's something else going, or that you got the real thing coming your way. Somebody's false twin flame, or a karmic maybe reaching back out. Okay? Let's go ahead, like I said, into the that new energy, or that spiritual connection that is right. The Four of Coins. This is cuffing season. This is somebody who's serious, who's going to be serious, or this is a situation that's really going to be solid and secure. Okay? Let's get another one. This came out. Let's see why the Three of Swords is here. Spirit don't want this to be a good connection. Why? Why, Pisces? Why the Three of Swords is here? And then you got the Six of Coins. Okay. Just like you were heartbroken, they heartbroken. They were heartbroken by somebody. You guys are carrying the same energy. Okay? When it comes to that. But I feel like this is that situation with, if you think about like Buddha and the 3 rules of heartbreak. You don't try to fix a broken heart. Okay? You go into new relationships giving everything that you did not receive from that other person. Okay? What the devil couldn't give to you. Because this person has been through the same sort of heartbreak as you, the same sort of situations in being in relationships where there was no reciprocity. They were the ones always giving and people taking. Y'all understand this is like minds coming together. This is a soulmate in twin flame action energy. I really do strongly feel like that. Y'all been through the same things, okay? And they are going to want to hold on to you. They're not going to let you go. They are going to realize your value. This person come off as a little possessive. No lie. That's because they know who and what you are, okay? And then still too, for as much as we want to be, feel like we've moved past heartbreak and those things, they do still have some issues. That's why they're a little possessive. But I don't feel like that's anything to be overly concerned about. It's just when they really do see that you are going to really give in, what they're putting in. All of that is not. That's going to turn into a more valued, treasured energy instead of a possessive, um, obsessive energy. Okay. All right, Pisces, there you go. That's for the first set of Pisceans for September 10. So if you feel like that wasn't you, that wasn't resonating with you, I got a second set of energies coming up. Okay. If you like that content, you want to book yourself a personal, check out the link in the description box. Thumb up the video if you do like what you heard. Thank you to those of you that do that. All right. All right, Spirit. Let's get a second set of energies for Pisces. Let's get 4 cards for Pisces. Spirit 14. What we got for Pisces? Source. What do we have? Pisces. Some of y'all be dealing with a Sagittarius because I'm feeling like this is the same energy from one of the readings that I was getting from them. So y'all be dueling or having a twin thing going on with the Sag. That's for some of y'all, okay? A select few. But okay, so moving into this energy, some of y'all are really going to be thinking the month of December, you are really going to take some time out to really start contemplating on some things, on a person or situation. And you're about to see them for exactly who they are, okay? You know they're not there, with good intentions. They're there trying to manipulate you to do things their way. Okay? And this is the thing about this though. You're gonna understand them, Pisces. Your empath abilities are really gonna kick in. I don't feel like you're gonna judge them for the way that they're behaving. And I said this in a couple other readings because this card is kept coming up for the month of September. This is about realizing that there is some inner big bad wolf in you as well. You have the ability to be this person. This energy is coming towards you because the universe wants you to see and understand that, look, you ain't always Little Red Riding Hood. There have been times in your life where you have been the big bad wolf. Okay? There's been times in your life where you have manipulated situations or played the puppet master. So that's why I feel like this person coming in, this is about you learning to see yourself through, from their perspective, and not really judging the situation. And we'll see how things turn out between you two. But I do feel like this is what this is. You really are going to have some deep thought and meditation on your situation, your love life, just your whole, perspective on love in general. But yeah, okay. Let's see. As you meditate, this is the Starman Tarot. As you meditate, what's going to come up during your meditations or when you're really sitting there thinking, contemplating on things? What's coming up for Pisces? What are you going to be contemplating on? What is going to be revealed to you during those states of meditation? It could also be music meditation. So if you're not actually meditating, because that ain't for everybody, if you're sitting there playing music or you listen to your playlist and certain things pop out, let's see what is going to be revealed to you, Pisces. And you have strength, okay? It's going to be revealed to you how you have certain instincts, just like that other person. You have certain tendencies to do things. Yes, they be more extreme than you with it. But source is going to show you, like, yes, there's been times where you have stepped out of your godhood, your goddesshood. Okay, you stepped off your throne and acted like a peasant. So when you realize that about yourself, once again, like I was saying, it causes you or it triggers you. I don't even want to say trigger. It really does cause you to think and reflect and not judge. Because you understand at some point you've been there too. That's growth, okay? That's growth for real when you stop the judgment because you know You have the ability to go there because you done been there before. And sources gonna show you. You gonna get one of those songs gonna play like from back in the day where you were doing something you weren't supposed to be doing. It's gonna trigger that memory. You like, dang, I was doing that. I did do that person wrong. I was being sneaky and secretive. All right. Let's see what the sacred clown. So you did. Pisces, at some point in your life, you were acting up. Okay? Acting a fool. You was acting a fool in these streets. And because you've come a long way and you've grown, sometimes you forget that. But no, boo. You done been the big bad wolf in some people's lives. Okay? You done broke some hearts. Okay? Just saying. All right, so let's move into what you need to know and understand about this energy here that is the big bad wolf and like the little Red Riding Hood. This person be thinking that you're naive, but I feel like you ain't naive. You know what time it is. It's just you like to play that game a little bit. I don't know. You like to walk on the dark side a little bit, Pisces. Y'all know y'all had that duality as well. Let's see. So you have the Hangman. This person is really watching you. As you can see, look at there. That's what he's doing anyway. Or that's what he or she is doing. They got their eye on you. They're really observant, but it's not so much of a stalker energy. They're watching you, but they're watching and learning. Okay? So at one point they have watched you to kind of be predatory. But that's the thing people don't realize. When people do certain stuff, their intentions start off like that, but you never know what a person learned when they sit back and watch. When source is really dealing with you, you have that strength card. That's the goddess or God energy. When you are really truly a goddess or God and you're doing your God or goddess things and you ain't paying attention to nobody, you just going through your life doing your thing. There are people that are watching you. They are observing. It is tapping into their subconscious, whether they know it or not. And it is triggering them to have to deal with their own stuff. Okay? Let's see what else you need to know and understand about this. Okay? The Wands. They are struggling with things. I feel like they're about to go through a new cycle themselves. Because you know what? The thing that they're struggling with is they know they cannot keep that big, bad wolf energy. It's beginning to no longer serve them. And it's time to level up. Okay? It's time for them to take the actions they know they need to take. That's what I said. That's the thing. We always be kind of like counting people out a little bit. But just watch the way you move. Be an example. That's not to say you always going to change or somebody's always going to change. And that's not to say they're going to do it the way you do it. But you never know what kind of seeds you plant. Okay? Especially people being nosy. Say, look, you over here being nosy, your whole life done changed because you being nosy. Okay? Alright, let's see what is this manipulation or this person trying to play the puppet master. What do you need to know, understand about that or be on the lookout about Pisces? You have the Hierophant. Some of y'all may be dealing with somebody who feels like very strong about gender roles. The woman should be doing this, the man should be doing this. If you ain't doing this, you ain't a real man. If you ain't doing this, you ain't a real woman. You ain't cook food. Why food ain't on the table when I got home? And then instead of coming at you like, harshly, they might not come at you harshly. They're passive aggressive. Somebody's very passive aggressive. Like they walk in the house, the food ain't done. Oh God, I'm starving. I haven't had anything all day. Guess I'll just go back here and lay down. It's all right. I didn't want to eat anyway. All right, so this person is coming off of this energy is coming off very passive aggressive. They try to manipulate you into doing things. And it's like, look, you grown. If you that hungry, if you gonna do all that, you go in there and make you a sandwich. Like, chill out. It's not that serious. Okay? It's not. Calm down. Cook when I cook. I'm hungry too. Did you ever think that? I just might be as hungry as you. But just because you came in with attitude, I'm not even hungry no more. So how about neither one of us ain't eating. See, that's a Gemini. So let me get out of this. So I'm just saying, that's how it goes sometimes. Don't let them manipulate you. And the thing that really will set you apart is, if you were going to cook anyway, and this is just giving you an example, you apply this to whatever situation is going on with your manipulator. If you were going to cook anyway, go on and cook. Don't let their attitude or their passive aggressive behavior dictate you not doing something. Keep with your same program. Go with what you were going to do anyway and let them be in their little funky way, okay? Because like I said, at some point you have carried the same energy and you kind of got to let them learn. Let them see that their manipulative behavior is not going to put you into a negative energy. Say, look, I'm still gonna do me. And when this food is done, I know you smell it cooking, so you gonna come out and eat or not. You don't got to. It's fine. Okay? But it's here for you if you want it. All right? So here we go. Let's get another one for this manipulative behavior that they're going to be exhibiting. Okay? And we have the Prince of Wands. So they care, they're a little immature. They feel like they want things to be their way. They think they know which way things should be. Like I said, it's more of that Hierophant energy. But just know you're dealing with somebody just a little immature. That's why you should let things roll off your back. If you will not sit there and get mad, I'm not saying you should look at your person like a child, because look, we don't want to go doing that. But you have to leave room for people to be where they are. Everybody ain't you, Pisces. Everybody's not going to respond like you. It's not going to be the same situations. So, like I said, you continue to do what you're going to do and let them just kind of see. Let them look, watch and learn. Let them watch and learn. Like, this is how an adult behaves when they don't get their way. Some people didn't learn that. Y'all be surprised how many people didn't learn how to respond to situations when they don't get their way. Okay? Show them how it's done, Pisces. Let's get another card. Let's get one more for this energy of the manipulation. I feel like we need 3. What you need to know and understand about that. And you have the 2 of Pentacles. Okay? And this is more about the... Look at these 2s popping up. 222. There you go. Angel number for some of you guys. But with this situation, once again, you're making the choice. You make the decisions. That other 2 was from the other one. Look at me mixing and mingling. But y'all get it. For those of you that have been watching through. You're going to make the decision. You have to make the choice on whether you're going to be manipulated. You see the program. You see the strings. You see the marionette. You see it. You know what's going on. Okay? That's up to you. You going to ride that wave or not? Are you going to let them, get you all emotional and bent out of shape because they be passive aggressive about things? They might not say exactly what they mean or come off demanding or control. What you going to do? Okay? It's up to you. But do know, whatever you choose, you reap what you sow. Whichever way you choose, if you're going to go lower to the lower vibrations with it, then know you're going to get lower vibrational energies that come right back at you. Take the high road. Okay? All right, so moving towards the end of the month, Pisces, we got you guys, you really understand it. I feel like you're going to really understand them, and they are going to understand you. Both of you guys are going to be seeing eye to eye. And it didn't seem like this was going to happen towards the beginning of the month. You was probably like, look, I don't got time, because look, you just the big bad wolf, and you're here to consume. But I feel like things are going to change. And the reason why it's going to change is because you're going to show them your maturity. Like I said, show them how it's done. They're going to learn. Let's see what source of spirit wants you to know and understand about this, Pisces. And you have justice. I told you, look, anything they done, if they done bit you, take advantage, if they have taken advantage of you in any kind of way, it's all going to be settled. And some of them going to have to come on and apologize, because now they're going to see things how you see them. They're going to see what they were manipulating, trying to control you. So, yup, they're going to have to apologize. What else you need to know about you guys really seeing eye to eye? Star. You guys are going to have a very emotional healing that takes place. A very deep emotional healing that's going to take place. That's why they was acting like that. They were just, going with what they know. They have grew up like that. Grew up about in a pack of wolves, okay? Some of y'all dealing with the wild one, honey. They was raised. You think they was raised by wolves. Okay? You're running with the pack. But this new perspective, and you guys really begin to see eye to eye. This is like, I may have had a tower moment with this person in the past. It's time to rebuild. And now that they see themselves and see how they've been behaving and see what they were trying to manipulate and that it wasn't good for you in the relationship, things are changing. And y'all are going to get together and build and move forward and heal. Okay? Let's get one more for Pisces. For this energy about you guys really seeing eye to eye. Okay? Still keeping your own perspective about things. We're definitely being able to see eye to eye. Okay? And we have the 4 of Swords. Y'all might even start meditating together. But this is definitely going to be about resting after, all of the 3 of Swords energy, the heartbreaking stuff, the stuff that was like you didn't want to deal with it. Things coming together and zen out. A very calming effect is going to take place by the end of the month. Y'all going to be at a very smooth sailing type, zened out energy. We good. Okay? I don't longer feel like you preying on me. Okay? Definitely some of y'all are gonna really get into this person's gonna learn from you a lot about yoga or meditation, spiritual things, aligning energies. Okay. All right. A little rest. It's time for it because y'all been through some stuff. They done played a lot of games with you, a lot of mind games, and then turn around watching you, stalking your pages, but then playing games with you. And you like, look, that's all that manipulative behavior. Just stop. You don't got to do that. Okay? All right, Pisces. So there you go. Okay, so y'all got a lot of choices you can make, but I do definitely recommend in this situation, take the high road and show them how it's done. Okay? Show them how it's done. Empathize with them. Don't be overrun by that. Still put your foot down on some things and let them know, look, this is what it is and this is what it ain't. You can't eat me. Okay? All right. So if you like the content, like I said, make sure you subscribe, thumb up the video. If you like my style of reading and want to book yourself a personal, check out the link in the description box. Okay? Till next time, Peaches Bay. Oh, by the way, be sure to check out the live videos. You can come in and super chat and get your questions answered. Okay? So that's the way to kind of get a little taste of my reading style as well. Okay? So I'll check y'all next time. Be sure to hit that notification bell. Be well, be blessed, be whole. Peace out.